Gurubhyo Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Namaste to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to be in this joyous moment and to see you all and to share a few feelings of mine. Before I begin, I want to thank all of them. There are so many people, great souls. I want to thank all of them for teaching me valuable lessons, all my gurus. Every one of them, they have taught great lessons. I thank all of them from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank my wife, Shri Vidya. She is here today. Without her support, I don't think I can do what I'm doing. I really want to thank her. Yeah, she deserves all the applause because I'm so fortunate that I think it's a blessing of Lord Krishna that I'm one of the very few persons who can do what I love to do all my life. So she supports me for that. I really thank her because I moved to the US I think in 2000, but before that itself I made a promise. I told my wife that I won't be working. I said I will be doing music all my life wherever I go. So I'm very proud that I am one of the very few musicians, perhaps only the one flutist in the USA and Canada, to be doing music full time, and I'm able to do that because of her support. So my kids, they all learn music. The valuable time where I am supposed to spend with all of them, Megha Kalyan, Sneha Kalyan and Surya Kalyan, I end up spending with my students. So I take this opportunity to thank all of them. Ram Mallappa, give him a big round of applause. See, two great reasons for which I admire him and adore him. He comes from a background with almost zero music. So without the support from family and all that background he comes from, there's no Indian music. Without zero support, he has come to this level. That's a very big accomplishment. I don't think anybody can do like that. With tremendous heart, it requires very hard work. Because flute, it looks a very simple instrument. It is just a piece of bamboo with holes, but it is a very difficult instrument. Just to stay in tune in this instrument is a big deal. I really know how difficult it is. So that is one reason. He comes, there's no music, doesn't run in his family. He is the first musician in their family. So he is the next thing, He's, he doesn't like, he doesn't take no as an answer for any all through. He puts his heart and soul in whatever he does. We all know that through his work. So he's very, very organized and very meticulous in what he does. So he has learnt a lot of valuable lessons while learning this music. I'm sure he now understands the intricacies of Indian music, the intricacies of flute playing. So he really appreciates that. So that's, I'm really happy that this education provides all this scope to learn so many valuable lessons in life, not only in music, but these are life's lessons which he has learned. And I'm so proud that he has come up with this. See, whatever you do with your heart and soul, whatever you are very passionate, you will excel in that. That work comes out, you can see, you can, when something is achieved, accomplished, you can see that. The passion reflects in what you do. For me, flute is my life. Being on stage is the most comfortable position for me. And every time I play the flute, it really makes me happy. And I want all my students to feel the same experience. I think I should turn the camera, whoever is doing. The camera has to face here, I think. I think you can turn this side. So that whatever lessons I say, all the others who are watching this can make use of this. A lot of my online students are watching this. So I want to congratulate and admire what he has given to the music world. And I am sure every invention, every work, you all do it for yourself first. And then it becomes a big work, and then you contribute to the world. All my students, when I was learning from Sangeeta Kalanidhi, Dr. N. Ramani sir, I was so blessed, and I was feeling very fortunate. And even now, if you ask me what is my biggest accomplishment, I feel being the disciple, being the student of Dr. N. Ramani sir is my biggest achievement in life. I cannot ask anything better than this. But now, there are moments where my students make me feel proud. I am proud of my students. This is my 5th Arangetram from our organization, Indo-American Academy of Classical Music. So every student every student contributed something new. They think out of the box. One of my students came up with writing Western notation for the classical music book. Another student made an app, because they all make it for themselves, because they want to use that. That's how everything gets started. So he made an app so that it calculates all the muktaims, how many aksharams to leave, and how to take the pattern. He made an app for that. And now Ram has come up with these 3D flutes. I think that's an incredible invention. He deserves a bigger round of applause for this. I am very proud of him, and I am also proud to be a small part in this. See, like our Steve Jobs said, the dots are all connected. See, when I look back, now I see, I have to take little credit for this. In between Ram, he's very, very, like I said in my, you all might know, he's very organized and very methodical. All that is great values I really appreciate. In between, he was little frustrated and he gave up. He didn't take lessons for a long time because he was not getting the results he wanted. But music, you have to be very patient. It teaches you to be humble. It teaches you to be very patient, and you have to be patient with yourself because you won't get the results like this. You have to put in a lot of effort, and still it might not work, but still you have to work. That's how it is. So I called him. I said, Ram, I cannot afford you to not take lessons. I don't know whether he remembers that, but I called him. Probably he was the first student where I called him back. Usually students call me and they are after me, but I said, no, 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 you are one of my best students and you are very, very hardworking. You cannot give up like this. So I made him play and I told him, you can do this. And now you have seen what he has done. I really, really congratulate him for all that small, small things. He never let any of that. He played difficult, all difficult compositions and all it is difficult, very, very tough, which he did, all that muktayams and all that. Um, it's very admirable that he was able to do this. But also, he now understands that there is so much more to it. This is just a beginning. There's a lot to learn and lot to work on. And he has experienced the pleasure of being on a stage is such a great thing. It can be, I can talk all about it, but you know, you feel that pleasure of being on stage, nothing can equal it. You know, I have experienced that, and that's what I want all my students to experience. He has tasted a little bit of it being on stage, and when you work on something and when you execute that, and then when it comes out right, that joy, that pleasure inside you is marvelous. It can be only experienced. Music, we all know music is the language of the gods, it's the language of the soul, it's divine. It deals with emotions and feeling. Whatever you cannot express through words, you can express through your feelings, through your music. So he has tasted all that. But there are two valuable lessons I'm sure he has learned during his journey. And I want all my students, all the teachers, perhaps all of you to see what it is. See, there are two important lessons which we all have to look at it. The one for any student is the trust in the teacher. That complete trust in the teacher is very, very important to accomplish. That then the next one is, you know, you can plan all you want, all the Arangetrams, everything you can plan, you can do everything, you can work. But always there are surprises because life is full of surprises. Things generally don't go as you plan. So that element of surrender is what is needed. You have to surrender to the ultimate, Lord Krishna, because you do all you can with all your heart and soul, but still that one element of surrender is required. You know, oh God, please help me. I have done my things. You do your duty. That's what Krishna said. You do all it takes. Get work like as nothing will work. Work very hard like prayer doesn't work. But when it comes, you do everything and then leave it to the ultimate. That is a big lesson for life, and I am sure he has learned that during his journey of his Arangetram. I wish him all the very best, and already I have given him a lot of projects after his Arangetram to enhance the flute, to develop a touch-sensitive flute, and all that different ideas I have given. And I am very, very happy to be a part of it. The flutes the 3D flutes which he has made. It is incredible. When I played on the flute, I really cried. I was like, because when I remember, I came on a concert. I played a concert in the Atlanta Temple, and that's how first I met him. So Ram came, um, and he had a bag full of PVC pipes and everything. So I still remember he was so passionate. I said, "Oh my God, wish I had this passion." He was like, he sat through my concert and he was just waiting for me to finish the concert. And the backstage green room, he showed me everything, and he was explaining the dynamics, the acoustics things, and I said, "Oh my God, he knows so much more about the sound and the flute design. He knows more than me. He has studied a lot." Wow, I was like so impressed at the very first sight of him. And then he started to learn lessons with me, and it took him so many years to develop at what he has arrived now. I have a dream. I want him to come on TED Talks. I want him to come on CNN. I want him to come on everywhere, you know. And I want to play on his flutes, which he has done. This is a great, great contribution to the Flute Society. I have a very, very good news. I called the convener of the World Flute Society. They invited me, and I said, I have to bring Ram with me. He has done some incredible job. So we will be presenting this 3D flute at the World Flute Convention in Wisconsin. Flautists from all over the world are going to be coming there, and we will be presenting this very flute on which Ram played today. Thank you once again. Um, I really feel very happy, and now I want to give this plaque to him. I request Ram to come here and take this. See, the knowledge, music knowledge, nothing can equal it. Whatever I learned from my gurus, I am being a dot in this chain, and I am able to pass this. And I want him to teach more students, do more flutes, do more inventions on the flute. Because that joy, nothing can equal. The money, fees, all that is secondary when this comes. So here is the certificate plaque. Indo-American Academy of Classical Music. This is to certify Ramachandra Mallappa has successfully completed his studies in the art of playing Carnatic flute under the tutelage of Sri Raman Kalyanmi. He gave his maiden concert here today in this great auditorium. It's such an amazing experience. The moment I walked into the auditorium, I said, "Hey, this is awesome." Thanks to Janet and the technician, the sound, everything is really, truly awesome. So, IAACM is our organization. You can look it up on the web, and you can also, we have a Facebook fan page. We do a lot of informative stuff and programs. So IAACM, please take a look at it. IAACM hereby conveys his guru's blessings and best wishes for continued progress and enjoyment in learning music as a lifelong pursuit. For success, I wish him success in all his future endeavors and a long, healthy life full of joy. Here is a Subhashitam, which is very, very close to my heart, so it's imprinted here. See, that knowledge is the greatest thing. So knowledge cannot be stolen by thieves. It cannot be taken away by the kings. It cannot be divided among brothers. And it always grows, it never diminishes. Even if it is spent, even if you share knowledge, it never diminishes. Knowledge is the greatest wealth of all. Here you go.